In the world of retail, competition is cutthroat.
There's a jungle out there, and it's dangerous.
These entrepreneurs have big ambitions.
My dream is to see an Incredipop in every home in America.
So they've come to our investor and his team of experts for help.
I think she can take this retail opportunity and rock it.
They'll get quizzed by real consumers.
Why is this better than regular Dough?
And get feedback.
It's real pricey.
It just looks too generic.
And in the end, Joe and Joe alone decides if they will receive the backing of Hatched Business Solutions.
I think you have so much to offer, kid.
And a chance to change their lives forever. This week, an enterprising duo with a brand of heated outerwear that answers Nicole's prayers.
Amen. I always get cold.
Will their product ignite consumer interest?
Who wears these?
Everybody.
No, not us. That stuff is pricey.
And will Joe's concerns
There's a lot of work to do with your product.
have them shivering in the cold?
We have decided.
Our investor, Joe, has brought together his experts. Freddie Cameron is a retail expert with over 16 years of experience, responsible for over $2 billion in product sales. And Nicole Lappin is a New York Times best-selling author and one of the nation's top financial experts, anchoring financial news on CNBC, CNN, and Bloomberg.
All right, guys, this week we have one of my favorite product categories, apparel.
It's a great moneymaker.
And our entrepreneurs today have come up with a very innovative product. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Charles and Steve are looking for an investment to launch their heated outerwear into retail stores.
Hello, guys.
Hello. How you doing? Hi, I'm Steve Elgin.
And I'm Charles Holcroft.
We're the creators of Comfortwear International.
Comfortwear is a revolutionary apparel brand that keeps you warm at a touch of a button.
Amen. I always get cold. Tell us about your product.
We make gloves and scarves and hats and superheated jackets. And why they're called superheated jackets is because we're the first in the world to incorporate full body heating. Every single major tool brand has heated outerwear, but their type of heated outerwear is more made for the worker type of person. It says their tool name real big across it. We've made it for the everyday person, so you can have a choice to be a lot warmer with just pushing the button.
Does it need batteries?
Yep.
Battery life is anywhere from 2 to 5 hours.
And it also recharges USB and 12-volt accessible, so you can plug in anywhere to be warm with Comfortwear.
Very nice. I'm curious to know, how did you come up with this concept?
I'm a brick mason, and 11 years ago, I was cold on the job site, and I researched a heated jacket, and I ordered one. It had a big, giant battery pack that you had to put 8 D-sized batteries inside, and the jacket didn't even heat up. And I drew a picture, and I said, this is what I need to make to stay a lot warmer. Then I found my partner, Steve, and he's helped me build it to what I have today.
How did you guys meet?
I'm a Class A builder, was a contractor. So when I met him out at the job site, he started talking with me. And he said, oh, by the way, I also have this heated outerwear company that I'm trying to build. I kind of turned him down the first time, but then that winter was one of the coldest winters. I started looking into it a little bit more, and I got with him, and we decided to build what we have today.
Excellent.
These guys have a really interesting story. And I think it's great that they're trying to introduce the concept of heated outerwear to the mass market. I really am curious to see how this all works.
Can we try some on?
Oh,
Sure.
So excited.
The push button that you see there, you just push and hold it for 3 seconds and it turns on. And you notice it's red, that's high. You push it again, it turns white, that's medium. You push it again, it turns blue, that's low.
I like this, fellas. I can feel the heat.
No question, it gets hot, boys.
Yeah, I'm not taking it off. I always get cold.
I think Comfortwear is a great product, but it's not widely known. So if they want to reach a mass consumer, they really have to focus on marketing and packaging.
So the overall presentation, what I'm seeing on the table, the packaging looks really flimsy. That's a concern because let's say that is on the shelf. I don't want a consumer to actually rip it open, but now you got a bunch of returns back to your manufacturer.
I also think the packaging has a ways to go. I'd like it to clearly tell a consumer that this thing is gonna make you warm. You really need to be crystal clear because I've never seen anything like this before. So the packaging needs to tell me exactly what it does.
We can change packaging, no problem.
I recommend it.
With Freddie's background, he knows what'll do better in retail stores. And if he says we need to change our packaging, then I think we should listen to him.
The products you have right here on your table, what is the cost of each one? And what is the suggested retail price?
The jacket, the cost is about $100.10, and we're retailing it for $2.99. The white scarf manufacturer's cost is about $48, and we're selling it like $149.99. The gloves, they cost $58, and we're selling those for $189.99.
My only concern is the price is a little high. A lot of reputable tool and sporting brands have similar products that dominate this space. If these guys want to be successful in retail, they have to have a competitive price.
The price is a little higher because we're not putting in a higher quantity purchase order.
Okay.
So where is your product manufactured now?
In China.
In China?
Yes.
Okay.
I do have probably the most important question, the turnaround. How long does it take for you to make the jacket and then the jacket getting to retail?
We can have them within 70 days.
70?
Yeah.
That's very long. Can you turn that order around faster?
I'm not really sure about that part because it's not just a simple product to build, and that's why it takes a little bit longer.
You just may miss your window of opportunity. That's what I'm getting at. A big box retailer isn't gonna wait 2 months to get your item. They'll go out, get the item from your competitor, and you'll lose an order. And that's a big problem.
So tell me something, guys. What do you want from us?
We're looking to put in an order of about 6,000 units. That order is going to cost us around $560,000. And we're also looking for $250,000 for operating expenses. Also, the market is so new. What we're trying to do is get a marketing representative to let people know that this product's out there. So we need money to get that going.
You were great. You told me what you need. Yep. You made it very clear.
Thank you.
Too.
I really like how buttoned down these guys are. But they're asking me for an awful lot of money. I really need to see if there's mass market demand for this product.
So here's the deal. Tomorrow, we are setting you up with a retail challenge. Right here, we're turning this into our hatched pop-up store. That's where you're gonna be able to interact with consumers and pitch your product. And we're really interested to hear their consumer feedback, and that's gonna help Joe make his final decision.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I'm ready for the retail challenge because awareness of the product to the people through this experience would be tremendous for our company. Right now, not that many people know that this product exists.
Coming up, will the consumers think comfort wear is hot stuff?
Oh, wow, it's really warm.
Or will the price have them breaking out in a cold sweat?
Wow, have mercy. That's a lot of money.
Charles and Steve have created a heated outerwear brand, which they hope to turn into a retail success. They got a ton of feedback from our experts.
The packaging looks really flimsy.
But before our investor Joe decides if he's going to financially back them, he needs to hear from potential consumers. So today, Charles and Steve will have to pitch comfort wear to over 100 consumers. They will give their feedback in a survey, which will be analyzed closely by Nicole and Freddie before Joe makes his final decision.
Hey, hi.
How are you doing?
Good, and yourself?
I'm Charles.
Steve, and we're the creators of Comfort Wear International.
What is this product?
Comfort Wear is a revolutionary heated outerwear product. Would you like to learn how to stay a little bit warmer?
Always. I'm from Colorado.
When I tried on comfort wear, I loved the way it made me feel, nice and toasty. Let's see if consumers feel the same way.
Would you like to try out some of our comfort wear products?
Yeah, sure. I don't really feel it yet. Does it take a little time?
It takes a second.
It's really warm. I feel it.
You feel it?
That's really nice.
Okay, I'm feeling something.
Nice and toasty.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, it's really warm.
I'm starting to sweat right now. It's good. It works.
The most important thing I need to see today is whether or not there is mass market demand for heated outerwear.
If you lived where it was cold, would you purchase one?
Yes, and I would recommend it to people who I know go hiking, camping, and do all the skiing.
Even here in Southern California in the evening, this would be really nice.
I would buy that for everybody for Christmas gifts. Don't tell them.
The consumers warmed up to the idea of comfort wear, but will the price make them hot under the collar?
How much is this?
$2.99.
Wow, have mercy. That's a lot of money.
The price was high.
I think it just might be too pricey.
Who wears these?
Everybody.
No, not us. That stuff is pricey.
Consumers have spoken, and they too have an issue with the price. If these guys want to heat up the sales, they have to cool down the price.
The day's going great. We're having the best feedback we've ever had from a wide customer base, and we can't wait to hear more comments from other customers that come into play.
But this consumer wasn't playing around when asked her opinion.
Do you think our name's fitting for our business as well?
Comfort wear sounds like pajamas, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I need to feel that, you know, kind of like a manly, womanly type of sound.
Let's hear your name. What do you think you would call it?
Pricey wear.
Since heated outerwear isn't a concept that's widely known to most consumers, comfort wear needs to clearly explain what it is on its packaging. Let's see if that message is clear with our consumers.
How do you think our packaging looks?
It could be anything.
Wait, I would assume it's like bedding.
It kind of looks like a bed comforter almost.
If I just looked at the package, I wouldn't know that it did all that.
I want to see a picture of a woman wearing it so I understand what it is.
That doesn't look like a scarf. That looks like one of those things that you radar, you know, those things like that.
As the retail day comes to an end, the consumers fill out their surveys and give their feedback on comfort wear.
I'm going to be looking at the survey results very closely before I decide whether or not comfort wear has what it takes to get my financial backing.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
We're ready to just hear the final results and see where we go from here.
It's time for the Hatch Pop Quiz. What is the market value of the U.S. apparel industry? Is it A, $160 billion, B, $200 billion, or C, $330 billion? Find out the answer when we return to Hatched. Before the break, we asked, what is the market value of the U.S. apparel industry? Is it A, $160 billion, B, $200 billion, or C, $330 billion? The answer is C. The U.S. apparel industry has a market value of approximately $330 billion. That makes the U.S. the largest apparel market in the world. Charles and Steve came to Hatched Business Solutions looking for an investment to turn their heated outerwear into a national brand. They faced the ultimate retail challenge.
The day's going great. We're having the best feedback we've ever had.
But will the consumer survey results be strong enough to help convince our investor, Joe, that their product is worthy of financial backing?
All right, guys, we have interesting survey results in for comfort wear. Are you guys ready to tell the entrepreneurs what the results are?
Let's lay it on them.
Hello. Fellas, welcome
Hey,
back.
gentlemen.
Hello.
How was the retail day?
I loved it. And really, it was an invaluable experience because of being able to hear what they had to say. I really thought it was very beneficial.
So are you ready to hear your survey results?
Absolutely.
So when we asked folks if you were offering a fair price for your product, only 50% said yes, and that's much lower than we'd like to see.
The price was high.
Just might be too pricey.
That's a lot of money.
The fact that consumers are reticent because of the price point concerns us. This was a concern that we brought up when we first met you guys. Is it something you're willing to reconsider?
That's easy to change for us. Our orders were low, so we couldn't be at our lowest price point yet. And so now if I was able to do a larger purchase order, then I would be able to drop all of the prices.
So let's talk about your packaging results. When we ask consumers, does this packaging clearly convey that this is a heated outerwear product, nearly 50% said no. That is definitely a great concern.
If I just looked at the package, I wouldn't know that it did all that.
I want to see a picture of a woman wearing it so I understand what it is.
I've been in retail for over 16 years. I've seen great products with bad packaging, and those don't stay in the retail shelves for too long. You need to change your packaging in order to make the most of every opportunity while you're in that store.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
The packaging might have to change a little bit so that it's more accepted into the mass retailers, and those guys are the experts, and whatever they say goes.
The most encouraging statistic, when we asked consumers if they would buy your product, 60% of consumers said yes.
Would you purchase one?
Yes, and I would recommend it to people who I know.
I would buy that for everybody for Christmas gifts.
What these survey results are showing us is that there is appetite for your product. But it's not a widely known product, so you have to educate consumers.
I agree. So marketing and retail strategy are key.
Right.
So, gentlemen, before we make our final decision, is there anything you'd like to say to us?
Thank you. Your advice is what I'm gonna live by. Everything that you say is what I'll go by.
Awesome. Well, boys, we're done here for now.
All right.
Give us a minute to talk this all over, and we'll have you come back in.
All right. Thank you very much.
My life is in the hands of the panel, and I just can't go back to construction. Please let it work for me.
It's time for Joe to consult with his experts before he makes his final decision.
All right, this one is a tough one, guys.
It's always risky to invest in a product that's not widely known to mass consumers. So I'm kind of anxious to see what Freddie and Nicole have to say on this one.
What do we think about comfort wear, guys?
It's a great item. I like the innovation behind it. I like the story about the product, how it was created. There's definitely a need for it in the marketplace. However, my biggest concern from a retail perspective is the turnaround. When a retailer wants an item and they may want 100,000, 200,000 pieces, the retailer can't wait 70 days to get it.
Okay.
But on the other hand, these guys have won me over. And I think it's a huge market for folks who work outside, for outdoor sports. My concern is that there's not a lot of awareness. They need a robust social and guerrilla marketing campaign because most folks aren't gonna know what to do with this product. So you really have to educate them.
I agree with you 100%. The marketing aspect is gonna be so critical to be successful. And the thing you also gotta think about from a retail perspective as well, Joe, the packaging is flimsy, you can't touch it, the consumers can't try it on, so they're actually ripping the plastic apart to get inside the package. And if there's too much damage, you run the risk of returns. They're gonna send it back, and then they're gonna cancel the item.
Another issue is, to me, the packaging doesn't tell me that this thing is gonna make you warm. So the packaging needs to tell me exactly what it does.
Okay.
That being said, this is a great innovation. It's just gonna take some work at Hatch Business Solutions.
All right, I appreciate your sage advice, and I have a decision.
Coming up.
I've been waiting my whole life to hear this decision.
This is one of the biggest business moments that we could have ever had.
We have decided.
Charles and Steve came to Hatch Business Solutions in hopes of turning comfort wear into a household name. At the Retail Challenge, the consumers were fired up over their heated outerwear.
Wow, this is wonderful.
I'm starting to sweat right now. It's good, it works.
But our investor and his experts have major concerns.
When a retailer wants an item, the retailer can't wait 70 days to get it.
And now it's decision time. Have Charles and Steve done enough to secure an investment to turn their product into a national brand?
This is one of the biggest business moments that we could have ever had.
I've been waiting my whole life to hear this decision, to know if my brand will be on a big box store shelf.
Gentlemen, how do you feel?
Nervous.
Real nervous.
What are you nervous about?
The decision.
All right, the panel likes your product.
Good.
However, there's a lot of work to do with your product. So, we have decided we would like to bring you into Hatch Business Solutions and help you bring your product into all that it can be.
That's great.
Thank you so much.
That's great.
My heart's skipping because of this. This is something that I dreamed about, and now my dreams are coming true.
Thank you
so much.
You deserve it, guys.
You just don't know the road. There's no way to describe this. It's like you rubbed a lamp and a genie popped out. You know? That's something that just don't happen, especially to people like us.
Welcome to the family. Congratulations. I think together we can really take it to the next level.
You have a great story, great product, great energy, great passion. It's our job to make comfort wear a global brand. That's what you get from us.
A global brand.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, bring your big selves over here. Let me shake your hand.
Woo! Yeah!
We've made it. Put all our eggs in one basket. and shook it up, and it came out smelling like roses for a change.
No, we put all our eggs in one basket, and they hatched.